Vladimir, can you hear me?
Hello, yeah, I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so how are you?
Oh, thank you, I'm fine. And you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. Good to see you. You're looking fine, don't worry.
Thank you. You two look so fresh.
Today I got rid of the beard that I
Oh,
have up there. So
oh,
I just made it at home. I did not go to the barber. Yeah, I just did it at home, the both sides. Only the upper side, not the
oh,
down side. So I can, yeah, that's my face probably is looking more clear, yeah.
oh, yeah, you look good.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Um,
so overall, how? Yes,
ex-
please.
exactly, I mean that in the morning you look so asleep. And
Uh-huh. Okay.
what time in a day you prefer? It's a morning, day, or evening? When
I
you
no no. Okay. So Vladimir is completely fine. Whatever time you like, because even in the morning, even if you delay your lesson, I still have to wake up early to have the lesson one before you.
yeah
So yeah, I don't really mind whenever it is convenient for you that you want to take a lesson in the morning. I don't mind. It's all right. Maybe I look more fresh in the evening, but still, I think you deserve to choose the time what you like, because in my case, I still have to wake up early morning.
yeah
Yeah, yeah,
Be-
yeah. So it doesn't matter. It's completely fine.
because I prefer do important errands in the morning because
Uh-huh.
I have more energy and
Yeah. I think it's little too harsh on yourself as well to trying to do a lesson this late after spending a whole day working, taking care of the family and all that. I think it can be very somehow hectic. Am I right? And somehow energy consuming as well.
yeah
Yeah, yeah. So I
exactly.
certainly do not have any problem, when it's about like you taking a lesson in the morning. It doesn't matter, you know. And
Yeah.
maybe I look don't good, but my energy level is still same. When I'm up, the energy level is same, and I'm always active, like listening to you, trying to correct you, so that I can help you better. Yeah. So the lesson quality isn't affected. My face quality is affected by what time it is. Yeah.
No, you look good all time in the morning
Uh-huh.
and the evening.
Thank you so much. But I know I'm not perfect in the morning. Yeah, it's like because I've spent like a whole day. I'm more fresh right now in the late night. Yeah, so it's interesting. I can understand what you're talking about when you said this. hmm Because
Yeah.
I know it happens. In the early morning, especially if I get like 5 or 6 hours of sleep only, it's not perfect. I prefer 7 to 8 hours. Yeah, 7 hours I feel good. You know,
Sounds good.
and yeah, but it's all right. Sometimes you don't get. Like today, I will have 6 hours to sleep only, and I think I will sleep five and a half only. But it won't be a problem. I think tomorrow during the day I will try to sleep.
Yeah, it's important. Sleep enough.
hmm Yeah, I agree. And Vladimir, sleep is one thing on which I do not make compromise. If I don't find enough time to sleep during the night, I sleep in the day. Yeah, like sometimes it happens because of the lessons or some other situations. I'm not able to sleep 2 nights or 3 nights. Only sleep 5 hours, 5 hours, or 6 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours, something like that. And after that, I sleep like 3 to 4 hours or 5 hours in one day to make up for that sleep. So yeah, I think it's important.
Sometimes I also take a nap, or 1 hour or 2 hours on a
Mm.
day.
But I think your nap is different, because I don't have three kids and wife to take care
Oh,
of. So I can sleep without any issues. I just need to see on my calendar if I don't have a lesson for next 3 hours, I can sleep for 3 hours, without any problem.
yeah.
Right now, I'm just married to my teaching career, and except that, I don't have any issues to take care of.
Yeah, when you have children, it's
Hmm.
e- each minute is important
Yeah, it's
to
like
rest.
I say, parenting, being a parent, is a 24/7 job.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's a 24/7. You can't say I'm I'm sleeping. You can't say I'm tired. You can't say I'm at work. You can't say you can't make any excuses. If you have to take care of your child, you have to take care of your child.
Yeah, then the child want to you uh, to you focus to
Attention, basically.
attention. Yeah,
Hmm.
uh, it's don't care what you do in this time.
Yeah.
You should uh, break all and
Hmm.
pay attention to child.
I agree. This is how it works. This is yeah, because they, yeah, but over the time they learn as they grow up. For example, Ivan right now probably is able to understand when you are busy, when you are working or something. But Stefan, maybe not so much. Yeah.
Yeah, Stefan and Maria
Yeah.
not grow enough.
Yeah. 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 To understand your situation. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
You can say. Yeah. You can say Stefan and Maria, of course, are not old enough to understand that when I'm busy and they can't ask for me or something like that.
Yeah, Stefan and Maria is not,
Are, not
are
is. Because there are two.
yeah, yeah, you're right.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. So it's quite interesting situation. Yeah, it's, and some children are different than others. Even yeah, some children are more mature. They don't disturb you. They don't ask extra money, or they don't ask like permissions to do like some random things. But they're more in general responsible. But some children are different. I think you will realize this over next 10 years, that probably one or two of your kids are going to be responsible one, and the other one is going to be the spoiled one, asking, always asking money, always asking to do something, and always being naughty, being clever, trying to make creating some problems, something like that.
Yeah, you're right.
It's going to be very interesting, because in my case, like we are four, children. My parents have four kids in total. I have three siblings. So the older two, me and my sister, we are the like number one and number two. We are very responsible, very careful. Even we never asked for any extra money that we did not need, and we were always taking care of situations, because we're not super rich, but our father gave us like a very good life in general. We never felt like we did not have any thing that we wanted. But we still had very good understanding of the situation, that we would never ask for to go on like very expensive trips or something like that. We never asked this type of situations. Even we never told them there's a trip going. We said it's going to be a holiday for 2 days or something like that. And if we would tell them at like one day before the trip, like tomorrow the trip is going, of course I'm not going. And we didn't even ask the permissions. We didn't even ask for the money, because we knew that it is expensive. They would have given us the money, but it would be little tough for them to manage anything else. So that's why we were responsible enough to understand the situation and not put them in a tough sport. But the other two, the younger ones, they are very opposite. They are not responsible. They're not mature at all. Even right now, their ages are 13 and 15. They are supposed to be little responsible. At the age of 13 and 15, me and my other sister, we were responsible. But they are not. They are quite childish. They don't uh, consider they don't know the importance of the money and all that. They just ask. They feel like it's like growing on the trees or something. They don't know the importance. And yeah, because they haven't had like the overall experiences to know that life can be tough as well. So they found like very good life in a better patch where they can get whatever they want to. So they keep asking a lot of things from the parents.
Yeah, it's important. Norris, Ivan
Hmm.
also never asked me to buy to him anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want uh,
Hmm.
to to buy. You want something? I ask him, do you want anything? When we
Hmm.
uh, go shopping or
Yeah.
just walking in the city,
Hmm.
uh, I ask him, do you want anything?
Hmm.
I can buy you maybe toys or candies or all what you want. And
Hmm.
Ivan never spent money to uh,
Hmm.
not important things.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's more of a, Vladimir, during my bachelor's degree, I studied some psychology courses as well. And we learned some very important things about the order of the child. Depend what type of personality a child will have, depending on what is the order of the child. Like if it is number one child, number two child, number three child, or the youngest child.
Uh,
So I think this type of behavior is always the behavior of the older child. I'm also older one, so I had always had this behavior. I never asked for any toys or anything until this moment. I never asked for any extra money from my father ever. So I think Ivan has like a similar personality in terms of me. Like buying things or you know in general taking responsibility and thinking about the situation of the parents.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
Ivan has just only one weakness. Uh,
Yeah.
he very like cheese. He
He like the
can
cheese.
cheese.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
he can eat cheese every day by breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Uh-huh. Okay. So he be like, Dad, don't give me. What does he call you, by the way?
Sorry.
What does Ivan call you? Does he call you father, dad, or whatever? Or maybe in your language, he calls you something.
That in Russian it's called Papa.
It's Papa. So Papa is. I call my father Papa as well.
Papa, yeah. You
Yeah,
talk?
Papa. It's very common. It's very common. I call my father Papa as well.
Uh, you know, so many languages is same words to mother and father. It's mama,
Yeah.
papa.
Yeah. Even these are not, these words do not exist in our language. And I think these are not even Russian words, or they are not even Ukrainian words. They just exist
I
in a
think
language.
it's because that first sound that child can speak. It's a
Hmm.
simple voice like
Yeah,
ma,
yeah,
ma, pa, pa.
yeah. That's how it works.
That's
I think.
why I think it's common words
I
like
agree.
mama,
I
papa.
agree. I agree. This is actually the reason why it happens. Yeah, so somehow it's like very common. I call my father Papa as well, and I call my mother Mama as well. I used to call her, even sometimes right now, I call her Ammi. It's like a English or Urdu word. Oh, sorry, the Arabic form and in our language as well. So in Arabic it is ummi, but in
Ummi.
our language, in Urdu, we call it ammi.
Ami.
Yeah, it also means the mother. Yeah. So I used to call her ammi when I was very young, but right now I call her mama. Yeah. Yeah. So that is the situation. So Ivan be like, Papa, don't buy me anything. I don't want any, clothes, no toys. Just buy me cheese. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, he never object. Is I won't buy cheese.
Yeah. I can understand the situation. It's quite interesting. But do you think Ivan is also very? There's a specific word. He is very obedient. Do you know this word, obedient?
Oh no. Okay.
Wait for me. I'll share the word with you. Obedient means okay. Sorry, I'll be back.
Okay.
Vladimir, can you hear me?
1 minute. Okay. Do you
Can you
hear
hear
me?
me, Vladimir?
Yeah, hear you. Do you hear me?
What about the video? Can you see my video?
Yes, I see your video. And you?
But I cannot see your video.
I try to turn off and turn on.
Okay. Yeah.
This.
Good. I now can see you. Good enough. Okay. There was some issue with my laptop. That's why I'm calling you on my phone. Okay.
Okay.
So, do you remember what we were talking about?
We speak about Ivan. You try to describe Ivan word. I don't remember. Uh, Obedient. No.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you for reminding me.
Obedient.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you. Yeah, okay, let me share this word with you. Just a second.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
I remember. I was just checking this word obedient in the
obe-
but I was about to send you this.
I try to find this word, but I
Don't worry, I'll share.
can't find it.
I didn't want it. Okay, just give me a second.
Okay.
I'll put that into the chat right now.
Mhm.
I'm feeling a little sleepy, but I still need to wake up. I have, lessons after your lesson as well.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, there's some Skype isn't the best one, right now.
No.
Skype used to be a good way of communicate, but it has so many technical issues as well. Again, I can't see your, camera. It's very bad.
Uh, Let I try to call you.
Yeah, let's start the call again, okay?
Okay. I ended the call. Okay. Alice, do you hear me?
Wait. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, but don't see you.
Okay. And I can't see you as well, like your camera is off. Okay, right now my camera is on.
Okay, I see you and hear you well.
Okay.
Oh, but
Okay, almost everything is working well. Okay.
but
But right
now
now I think my video is on again, yeah?
but now I don't see you again.
Don't worry. There's some I just need to open the camera again. I
Uh,
somehow accidentally closed it. Okay.
Obedient. Uh-huh.
Obedient. So obedient is a person who is good at, like, being obeying the decisions, or obeying the orders of the elders. Does he listen to you when you ask him to do something or something like that?
Obedient. Oh, I understand what I mean.
Yeah. So do you think Ivan is obedient?
Oh, yeah, I think so. He, you're right. Obedient. It's describe Ivan as well.
Hmm.
He,
It's quite similar to my personality as well. Throughout my life, I have been so much obedient to my parents as well. I never said no. So if they say, we want you to do this, I do this. I never say no. Even right now, I don't say no, to them.
uh, I think it's important to to be
Hmm.
obedient to parents.
Yeah, I think so. I agree. And but sometimes it's like a situation that like, for example, till some age when you are young it is all right to be obedient, but at certain point you should also start taking control of your life, as a kid. For example, when you are, let's say, 25, you are making some decision, you should not call your parents to make decision for yourself, you know. So you should be the one, because you know, it also happens in, not in my case, because I generally was good with confidence and all that. Vladimir, it's very important that sometimes when the children are very obedient, they do not develop a good um, skill of making decisions, you know. They are not very good at making decisions. That's a problem. So I think for you as a parent as well, you should consider this. I am really happy to know that you know Ivan is very obedient. At the same time, try to help him to be a good decision maker as well. You know, he should be confident of making a choice or choosing an option whenever he has anything to you know choose or anything to make a you know decision with. So he should be confident enough to do that as well.
Yes, it's also important. You're right.
Yeah, yeah. For example, I know some one of my friend was telling this situation of someone. That person is living in a different country. He lives abroad. He just recently moved abroad. You know, one person that my friend knows there, and he was telling me that that person wanted to buy a SIM card, like a you know a SIM card for the
Yeah.
network, and he called his father to ask which SIM card he should buy. So
Oh,
about like 22 years old person calling his father to make a decision like which SIM card he is going to buy, he should buy. So you know sometimes if the parents are very strict and you know they are very in a little strict or like you know they don't like disobedience, they always like their children to be obedient. Sometimes the children do not develop like the good skills of making decisions. So I think you should keep it in mind, you know.
uh, yeah, it's need to keep a balance. If it's an important decision, as
Of course,
usual,
I agree. Yeah, yeah.
you should to uh, ask your parents or oldest relatives. But if this daily routine, you should uh,
Hmm.
take decision by yourself.
I agree. I agree. And you know, even right now, you can train Ivan to like when these are small decisions about like, you know, which road you are going to take. You let him choose, you know, we are going this way. Or when you are, you know, doing something in the like the garden. I think you have a garden, like a backyard at your home as well, am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you are going to cut the grass, or you are going to keep some, you know, plants, or you know, adding some new plants. You ask Ivan, okay, Ivan, what do you want to do? Which side we should start first? So in this way, it will give him more confidence to make good decisions about like normal things in his life. Of course, when it is about his studies and all that, you and your wife Julia are the one making decision. But you know, I think these type of small practices you can involve him in decision making. You know, for you these decisions does not matter if you start from the this side or the other side of the lawn. You know, of the when cutting the grass. But automatically this will train him to make decisions. You know.
Yeah, you're right. Uh, uh, better start from a simple decision.
I agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like the best type of practice. You know, that's what I do with you in terms of English as well. We started very simple words, you know, and right now we are talking about being a parent and how to raise a child, you know, very complicated topic. So, yeah, this is how you show growth in every thing that you want to do. Just start with very basic, you know.
Yeah, I also notice that the topics of our class is so different. We can speak
Yeah.
about family, about uh, relatives with parents,
Mm-hmm.
anything, water pump, canals.
Yeah.
It's very good because
Yeah.
it's let's say because my vocabulary is grow.
Hmm. Yeah.
You think
Because,
so?
yeah, I believe, Vladimir, natural conversation is the best type of practice I can give you. And natural conversation, in natural conversation, we jump from one topic to other. And at the same time, it helps you to get the best type of vocabulary, because when you talk about random topics, you have to use a different vocabulary for talking about different things. And you have to basically make smart decisions in terms of using the words.
Yeah, Norris, because for example, at school we learn some words and use it uh, every time, and
Hmm.
uh, and we think that we can good speak English, but
Hmm.
we we were in I would say uh, uh, we we didn't grow. We effect plateau.
Sorry,
Uh, 1 minute,
take your time. Take your time.
I
No
try
problem.
to explain to another word. Uh, at school we didn't grow in learn English. Uh, we
Hmm.
use basic words
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
uh, basic terms and
Yeah.
use only these topics and words and terms. Uh,
Hmm.
we think in the past think we thought, yeah,
We thought, yeah,
we
it
thought,
was a good idea to learn the words and try to speak. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, we thought that we can speak English as well, but uh, if we talk and in random topics, we can say nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, but
It was a
it's not
problem.
natural. For example, yes, please go on.
Yeah, no, I just can say that it was a it was a problem.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. But the situation is, the conversation is not natural if you try to speak. For example, let's say for the lessons, we decide one topic every lesson. We try to talk about that topic. We will run out of sentences after some time. After 10 minutes, we will not be able to talk about that topic. But the best thing about natural conversation is, for example, when you speak naturally with your friend in Ukrainian or like Russian, how it works is it jumps from one topic to another naturally, and it
Yeah,
goes smoothly. This is what I try to achieve with all of my students, and I think it has been very good with you. That I try to give you conversations like a topic like a conversation with your friends, like your yars. So it's quite interesting
yeah,
that I think we were able to achieve this very quickly in our case. You and me, we have been having these conversations for many weeks right now. Yeah, like the good conversation.
yeah. we have conversation about months or
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
more
So it's quite
than
interesting.
1 month.
Yeah. By the way, Vladimir, I wanted to request you something. If we can finish the lesson today 5 minutes earlier, and maybe in the future we can have 5 extra minutes. Okay.
Yeah, okay, it's not problem. You want to
I hope.
prepare to next lesson?
Something like that. Yeah, I need some time. Yeah, I would like 20 minutes will be good enough for me to prepare or to relax a little as well because just before you I was taking another lesson. So yeah, I would like to lay down a little for few minutes just to relax a little and then prepare myself, go wash my face to fresh up again so that I can feel fresh and maybe I will have like a glass of milkshake as well and yeah, something like that to make me feel fresh again.
Yeah, okay, it's not a problem.
Thank you so much. At the same time, Vladimir, I hope the lesson was good. Am I right?
Uh, I think that all new lesson is better than previous.
Yeah,
Better.
yeah. That's what I want to hear, and I'm so happy that that's what you think because this is one of my goals. I always believe the next lesson should be better than the last one. And yeah, it's very good that I'm happy to hear that. So it's time to say goodbye. I will see you on Wednesday. Am I right? Uh,
Yeah, right.
okay.
On
Wednesday, it will be
Wednesday
night.
and
Yeah,
at same time.
same time. Yeah, night time. Yeah. Okay then, Vladimir. Take care of yourself and your family. Have a good night, and bye bye. See you.
Thank you. Good night. Good luck.
Welcome. Bye bye.